James, why you seem stressed, G?
Are we talking the player or are we talking the team success?
The player, sir.
There's nothing that Jalen Hurts does better than Dak Prescott at the quarterback spot but the read option.
Y'all hear that? That's thousands and thousands of Eagles fans losing their crap because James Jones dared to speak the truth on national airwaves, specifically on a Philly fanboy TV show, and speak.
He don't throw better than him. He don't throw with anticipation better than him. I mean, this dude was 5,000 yards last year, led the NFL in touchdowns pass. There's nothing Jalen Hurts except running the read option and maybe the tush push that he does better than Dak Prescott.
You know what? I'm going to be real. I'm starting to feel bad for James Jones because this feels like one of those situations where a guy genuinely wants to take his craft seriously. He genuinely wants to inform the fans about the sport of football and what's really happening on the field and giving the fans a better idea as to what they're actually seeing. And every now and then, that professional mask that he wears in order to collect his paycheck and be a good team member on the set, every now and then that mask cracks and you can just see the annoyance seep through in his expression towards Shady McCoy anytime they start talking about the Cowboys or the Eagles or anything that Shady's 2 brain cells that he has left just can't wrap themselves around. James Jones gets frustrated, y'all. You get frustrated.
And I like Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts is going to be a really good quarterback in this league. But Dak Prescott, at this point right now in the National Football League, does everything better than Jalen Hurts at that quarterback spot.
Does he win better?
Man, what is this nigga talking about? Bro, what does that even mean? Does he win better? This man, Shady McCoy, literally debates like one of those 500-pound, cheese neck, big back, basement dwelling nerds that you be arguing with on Twitter, bro. Oh my...
Is it a team goal or are we talking about a quarterback? Because I put winning on the team. Because you need defenses and all that to win. So I don't...
Yeah, Shady. All the cheerleading in the world wasn't going to save you from James Jones's wrath just then. You see, James Jones just opened up a whole can of facts on Shady McSea Turtle's ass real quick. And you could tell there at the end of that clip, Shady was grasping for straws. What does it even mean to say he's a better winner? He's better at winning. What does that even mean? It's a team sport. Football is a sport in which 33 men any given game at minimum have an impact on the outcome of a game. That's why I completely agree with James Jones here. I hate that the most casual football fans and the lowest IQ of football players that may be half past due for a CTE checkup, I hate that these people perpetuate the myth that wins in football specifically are a quarterback statistic. Now granted, a quarterback can definitely be a determining factor in whether or not your team wins, but they are not the end-all be-all of whether a team is going to win on a football field or not. A quarterback only plays one position. He can't play running back, offensive line, receiver, and he damn sure ain't playing defense. And even so, what the hell has Jalen Hurts won? In fact, I don't even think we should be comparing Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott. Instead, I think we should look for a more apt comparison for Jalen Hurts, and is actually one of his former teammates. Ladies and gentlemen, one Marcus Mariota is actually a much more accurate comparison as to what Jalen Hurts has been as a professional football player. The same Mariota that went to Oregon and played for Tennessee for the first part of his career. Yeah, Jalen Hurts' statistics are not far off of Mariota's at all. In fact, only a couple of decimal points separate the two. You can see here, completion percentage, Jalen Hurts barely has him beat by 0.7 of a percentage point. Passing yards per attempt, 7.5 for both of those guys. Passing yards per game, Jalen Hurts, with all those all-pro and Pro Bowl weapons he got, with the Smitties, with the A.J. Browns, with adding Julio Jones, with the Dallas Goedert, hell, with the tight end they had even before Dallas Goedert, with the running backs they've had, with the amazing offensive line, Jalen Hurts has only managed to throw 13 more passing yards per game than Marcus Mariota. Passing rate, this one right here is a big tell, and this is the main reason why I'm making this comparison. Marcus Mariota, 89.2. Jalen Hurts, 91.1 passer rating. You see how close those two guys actually are to each other as it pertains to what they are as quarterbacks? And the most hilarious part about this is Marcus Mariota actually rushes the ball better than Jalen Hurts does, because he has 5.8 yards per rush and Jalen Hurts has 4.8, even with all the damn tush pushes inflating his numbers. I mean, across the board, you're looking at two guys who are very similar. Touchdown percentage, Jalen Hurts is 4.2, Marcus Mariota is 4.4. Interception percentage, Jalen Hurts is 2.2, Marcus Mariota is 2.6. Sack percentage, Mariota is actually taking more sacks than Jalen Hurts, obviously, because Jalen Hurts has had a Pro Bowl and Hall of Fame offensive lineman in front of him most of his career, but that's the more apt comparison that should be being made. As Cowboys fans, I propose we stop disrespecting the seam god, Dak Prescott, by even putting him in the same conversation as the tush-push merchant, Jalen Hurts. As James Jones said, there's literally nothing that Jalen Hurts does as a quarterback better than Dak Prescott outside of one gimmicky play. And I'm sorry, I would much rather my quarterback not be an expert in anal probing. But yeah, James Jones gave it to Shady McCoy on this segment right here. You can tell, bro, he's just kind of, he's disgusted by the dialogue that's even being had and the fact that they got to sit up there and act like on that panel that Jalen Hurts is playing that quarterback position in a way that's enviable to other quarterbacks. I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts would probably be the last starting quarterback that you would put on teach tape for a player. In fact, Jalen Hurts might not even have much teach tape as it pertains to the quarterback position in the National Football League because he runs a gimmicky offense, and even his big plays are prayer balls or a situation where his receivers are having to make amazing plays on the ball, whether they're having to slow down and come back for a catch or whether they're having to just look at the ball sail over their head. Jalen Hurts is not one of those, man. Jalen Hurts has been the recipient of being a part of a great overall team. The Eagles have had a great overall team, and Jalen Hurts, to me, honestly, he honestly hasn't set himself apart from the last guy that played for the Eagles with Carson Wentz. And we remember how long the Wentz and Dak debate lasted, so I suspect that the Jalen Hurts debate is going to go right down that same trail into the toilet with the rest of Shady McCoy's takes, because James Jones wasn't having it, and he let his ass know, let's stop the foolishness. There's nothing that Jalen Hurts does better than Dak Prescott. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is just straight facts. We steal them same old Cowboys. See you guys on the next one.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boy? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.